Hi everyone, I am Shivang Channa, the founder of Postmodern, and the idea with the podcast is to talk to creatives, learn about their journey, learn about their inspiration, and share it with all of you. Today, here I am in conversation with Sanskriti, better known as Pano, and we'll learn about who she is, what is Pano, and what she aspires to be. Hi Sanskriti, thank you very much for joining us here today.
Hi, Shivang. Thank you for having me.
It's been very very fake, right? We're like thanking each other and whatever.
Actually,
But do most of your friends call you Sanskriti? They call you Pano? Are they
my friends call me Sanskriti, but I have this another name outside my friend circle, which is Panya.
Pano?
Yeah.
ये दोनों अलग चीजें हैं, ये दोनों सेम हैं? संस्कृति and Pano, are they two distinct people या एक हैं?
Sanskriti and Pano are actually different personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. Sanskriti is, you're saying me without the head, and Pano is very different from Sanskriti. But yeah, it is an extension of Sanskriti.
मतलब संस्कृति is the main element and Pano is an extension of it.
Yeah. What Sanskriti would be in another dimension, that is Pano.
Lovely. So how did you come up with Pano? क्या आपका thought process था behind the headgear and the entire idea?
So basically, Panyo is, inspired from a childhood day. So the name Panyo, it's a Spanish word and it means a scrap of cloths, like fabric. So since my childhood was surrounded by scrap of clothes because my mom used to run a boutique and I used to make dolls from these scrap of clothes and I used to play with those dolls. So, and I had an imaginary friend also. Like, I get
सबका बचपन में होता
का होता है. So I had that imaginary friend and I guess I have brought that imaginary friend to life in form of Panya.
after 20 years, 20 all years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I guess, Panyo has come to my life. And she came to my life when I was actually lost. I lost in a way like I had no idea that what is, the motive of my existence. Like what I'm going to do with my life or what is like you think something like if, like what are you made for? Like everybody has
जब आप अपना purpose question करना
not purpose question करना शुरू करते हो तो I guess she came to my life at that point of time when I was experimenting different things and I was failing in certain things. At that time she entered and it was not planned ki I have to make something like this and I have to do something like this, but yeah, I guess it sort of crawled its way to me.
I think whenever you feel lost in your life and especially in your early youth or early 20s, you almost latch on to your earliest memories of childhood. क्योंकि आपको लगता है वो मेरा सबसे purest form था.
हाँ.
What was your like early memories from childhood? Of course, making dolls, but what else was a part of your memory span that made you do this?
See, the element जो मैं आपको बताऊं वो यही था कि I was a storyteller. I guess I think that when I came out of my mother's womb, I guess after some time I started telling stories. Basically, I was my first audience. So I used to make these stories in every play, like even if I'm sitting idle or reading a book. So I used to make stories in back of the head because I have, but storytelling has been a primary thing of my life because suppose if I'm sitting in a place where I'm not interested at all and I have to do something, like in the back of the mind, I am, having these imaginations that, I am surrounded by these kind of people having this conversation. My favorite desert is in front of me. So all these kind of things I used to do from childhood, to keep me interested in the day-to-day life. And also one more thing what I feel has led me to this is I love reading these books, like
Okay.
a small
Fiction books,
fictional.
short story.
Yeah, with especially these children books.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where your fantasies or वो imaginative
No.
process began.
Imaginative process, I guess it started from there. And still, I don't read the adult book. I'm still into these, whenever I go to these, bookstore, I buy these small story books.
मुझे समझ भी नहीं आता why there's a classification between children books, adult books. Like it's just a story, right?
Because, अगर आप अपने बचपन के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखोगे तो adult books are very boring. You don't find pictures in it and it's very much, there's a whole life lessons and all that things and we need it after some time. So people love reading those. But I guess जितना लाइफ लेसन मुझे बच्चों की बुक से मिला उतना मुझे I never find it in adult books.
I think there should be no shame for an adult to read children's books also. Like there
I
is still
read
so
it
much
in
beauty
public
to it.
places. And right now, since I have started reading it much more because I have a son,
Okay.
he's 9 months old.
Wow.
So since he is not reading those books, but because of him, I buy these books so that it's now basically वो एक मेरा बहाना है कि now I have to read to him. So because of him, now I've started reading like different kind of books. So every time maybe I order it online or I go to these bookstores and I buy these books. So from there, I get a lot of inspiration.
I think it's very fascinating that everyone knows or has seen Pano as a character, but nobody knows who Sanskriti is. मतलब मुझे कभी नहीं पता था that you have a child, or what were your early memories that stemmed to become Pano. So talk to us about who Sanskriti is. How do you define that?
So Sanskriti was basically, the imaginative and the misunderstood child. And, during my childhood days also, I have been a very average kid. Like, I was not very good in studies. But I was an average kid. मतलब ऐसा था कि पास में हो जाती थी हर सब्जेक्ट
Fail
में,
नहीं हो रहे
but
थे।
हाँ फेल नहीं होती। But I knew कि I never want to, get into this system where I have to do a job or, I never saw myself in this kind of form.
Conventional setting.
Conventional cycle. And I knew कि, you have to complete your studies and you have to go to college and then you have to find a job and then you have to settle down. This is what our conditioning is basically. But I knew कि I have to be something because I've got this one life. We all get this one trip to this earth, and I guess it should be as fun as possible and it should be as memorable as possible. And not because it's not just for you, because I guess if I leave this planet,
Which we all have to at some point.
we all have to, and I guess then I'll be remembered as something which was not boring because this is what you can see it in my work also. matlab I had to do something which has something meaningful in my life, which should create something big for me as well. So I guess this is how my journey started.
So you finished school and then you went to fashion college.
Yeah, I went to fashion college. I did my fashion designing from there.
How was that experience?
Fashion designing was good. That was the time I realized ki, I can I explored a lot of things over there because not just, connected with fashion, we explored like different kind of art. We explored like different kind of things. If you see, like we used to go on like field trips in college. And there we used to have these kind of experiences which I never had before.
So college was a good time because you got exposed to more experiences जो आपके पहले नहीं रहे थे. You had field trips, you tried different things.
Because it was not just surrounded in the classroom. So I explored things outside the classroom. I get to know many different form of arts. I actually had a very interesting trip to Gujarat in
Nice.
one of my field trip. So that was also, I guess, it helped me to be who I am today because there I had there I had interaction with different kind of communities, like the Rabbari community, the different because Gujarat is a place where different kind of communities have settled down, migrated communities, and in that trip I had explored different art forms like
Where in Gujarat did you go?
Bhuj.
Bhuj.
I stayed
Bhuj is
in
known for a lot of textile developments, right? Kala
Yeah.
cotton.
Kala cotton, and Bhuj is also known for this thing that you'll find different kind of communities in one place.
Okay.
So I had met the Sindhi community, the Rabbari community. I had met the migrated Afghani community also. So
And they all
these-
speak different languages.
they all speak different
Wow.
languages. It was very difficult at first to translate with them. So we had a translator with us who used to take me to all those different villages. And you won't imagine there are some villages in Gujarat where still I went there like 5-6 years before, and still people are working on like 10-20 rupees wages per day.
20 rupees per day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you see the kind of work the women were doing, the handwork, you'll be like astonished. I mean, since you are also an art lover,
Yeah.
and I too was, belong to this field, and I went to this place. So it was very different, the kind of work those people were doing. And actually, in their pieces, like if you see any piece those women were making, it used to tell a story. Like if you see the work of Banjara, you see mostly the mirror work is there. So do you know why the Banjara people use this mirror work?
No, please tell me.
No, because they used to go to one forest to another. So basically, they were nomads.
Yeah.
They used to travel from one place to another. So they had a lot of shisha in their work, so that they can see a danger approaching, like because they used to live in the jungle and all.
Wow.
So if an animal or somebody is coming, so they can it will be reflected in the dress, and they can be prepared. So they told me that that's how the shisha work got involved in the Banjara. So that is why Banjaras is all about shisha. And since the community named Banjara, so they didn't stay at one place. They have to move from one place to another. Then the Rabari has a lot of thread work.
Yeah.
And then the Sindhi they also have a thread work, but they had a different kind of. So Sindhis are from, basically they were the they migrated from Pakistan, Sindh community. So when you listen to their story, you actually feel fascinated, because pehle to you are just seeing the artwork, but then you get to know the story. Then you actually get to know that why these things they are existing, because they had a story behind it.
I think that's the beauty, is that there's so many beautiful stories to our past
Yeah,
that need to be translated in a very modern manner for the present day audience. It
exactly.
is also what we try to do with the brand. But I think more people need to start asking those questions. क्योंकि जब तक हम पूछेंगे नहीं कि इसमें मिरर वर्क क्यों है, हमें समझ ही नहीं आएगा कि इसकी इंटेंशन क्या थी.
Exactly.
मतलब ये आया कहाँ से,
उनके लिए that was a practical thing to include it in their craft.
And
But
think,
हमारे-
हमें लगता है ornamentation होगी, मतलब इसको बस सुंदर बनाने के लिए इस पे मिरर्स लगा दिए.
Exactly.
But there's so much background to
So
it.
that is why why I called Panas an extension of me, because it gives me an alien vision towards the day-to-day life. Alien vision is very important when you're seeing things, because अगर आप किसी चीज को रोज देख रहे हो या आप जानते हो इस चीज के बारे में, like before I used to know कि हाँ these kind of artworks exist in India. India is like a very cultural country, and it has different kind of there's so many
Crafts,
places,
they have so much textile.
yeah, so much textile and so many crafts. But when I started this project, different project with Panyu, I get to know these things, why this thing is existing. So the question of why started coming out. And that is why I tell ki it helped me give this alien vision. And because of this vision, I started questioning certain things. Because if you don't question, you don't get to know the thing behind it. So that
Absolutely.
is very important.
So now talk to us about how Pano began. You finished college,
Yeah.
and then what was the time between finishing college and building the idea of Pano?
So I finished college in 2016. I
Okay.
graduated. And after that, I came back to Delhi. And, I was finding a job, because after college, this is what first thing you have to
आपने
do.
passion पढ़ा, तो you wanted to work with a
I
brand.
wanted to work with a fashion brand. But then when I like, first job I got, I worked there for like 2 to 3 months. And then I quit it, because it was not very exciting for me. Then I shifted to another job. It was a homegrown label, and there I started working for like I worked there for also 2 to 3 months. So basically, in 1 year, I shifted 4 jobs altogether, and I was not interested in any of them. And then I realized कि this is not exciting for me at all. But college में every day was so exciting. You have to experiment things. All we get to do is like explore.
Yeah.
And here I was not getting that exploration. I was not, because at 9 o'clock I have to reach the office, do the work. At 5 o'clock I have to come back home. Then I was so tired. I don't get to do anything which any creative stuff. I never get to do all these things. So then I realized I don't want to do that.
I think the idea कि हम सबको लगता है if it's a creative job, the every day will also be very creative.
Because college में हमारी conditioning ऐसे हुई होती है.
But with any other job,
Practical
it's mundane, right? 9 से 6 करोगे. Of course, बीच में there'll be creative pockets
Yeah.
where you'll try different things.
Yeah.
But overall, it still is very much structured as a job.
Exactly. And I guess no matter how much creative job you had, if you're at one point of the time, you will feel it's getting very mundane,
Yeah.
right? But initially when I started with these jobs, so I was not fitting in it well. So then I thought, okay, since I've done this study, why don't I build my own label? And I can put all my creativity into it. Nobody is going to stop me from that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, initially you have challenges. You have to, the major challenge which we have initially is like finances. So then I've like collected the money. I worked for a year, so I had some savings, and then I convinced my family also. Like, see, I cannot do it. I have to create something of my own, and I want to give it a chance. Whether it will be a hit or it will be a failure, that I have to give it a chance. And I built my own brand by the name Pano.
Oh, so Pano began as a brand.
It began as a brand.
Understood.
And I wanted my brand to have its own identity. I didn't want it to be known by my name. I wanted that brand to stand on its own identity. I don't want it's Sanskriti Sharma is the face of the brand. I don't want something like that. That's how I came up with the mascot idea. So it is very surprising that to create this mascot and the whole story, like how she came to life, what is Panyo, and it's a whole story. So it took me like 1 year to think and actually execute it.
Yeah.
And my collection took almost like 4 months. And it was a very big flop.
Why a flop?
Because see, I had built a brand on sustainable clothing.
Okay.
And I guess at that time, in 2019, I launched it. No, 2017, I launched it,
Wow.
I guess. And then I launched it in 2017. And one piece, it was basically sustainable Kala cotton. If you've heard
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it. It was from Gujarat. So I sourced it from Gujarat.
It's a beautiful fabric.
Yeah.
I think it uses less water in its growth. ऐसा ही है ना? That's the difference.
Recipe of that fabric. So when
Because cotton generally takes a lot of water to grow, but Kala cotton is sort of our indigenous cotton, which is grown in a different way,
exactly,
which doesn't take as much
because
water.
and it's weaved in Gujarat. I guess it's Gujarat is a desert place.
Yeah.
तो वहाँ पे इसका जो पूरा एक प्रोसेस होता है, there is not much of a water and they grow it in less water. The weaving and everything happens there. So the Vankar community, they had a whole setup for these it's very different from the normal cotton weaving.
Yeah.
So I've seen it in the Gujarat trip, and I was very much interested in how this kind of fabric it exists on earth.
It is very new.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to work with that fabric, and I sourced from those weavers. I had contact with them,
Yeah.
and then I built my first collection on Kala cotton. And since it's a very expensive fabric, so my normal design was about 25-30K. I guess the market was not ready at that time.
Maybe I think it was hard to justify or communicate to a customer कि
Exactly.
कला cotton की इतनी value क्यों है versus a regular cotton.
And आप जब market में sale कर रहे हो, तो you cannot just at that time, I guess through Instagram and all was also not very much. 2017-18 people were not too much into Instagram and all.
So even to communicate to a customer would require a lot more effort.
You have to do a high level of PR and marketing, all of those things, and I didn't have that budget.
Be in a store
Yeah.
or something.
So all of those things, and for marketing, you need to have a whole lot of budget for that. So I started on my own. I was the designer, I was the curator.
सब ऐसे ही शुरू करते हैं.
सब वैसे ही शुरू करते हैं. So I started it one girl army, and then after first collection, I sold around 10 to 15 pieces, I guess.
I think it's very fascinating that customers do want sustainable product, but also it becomes hard after a certain price point to justify it. जो आप कह रहे हो is a factual thing that Kala cotton is a great fabric, much more sustainable than a regular cotton. But to explain that to a consumer sometimes is a challenge. कि हम इसके लिए क्यों extra charge कर रहे हैं? Or when, for example, when you look at things that are natural fabrics or natural dyes, तो उनकी finish will never be the same as a machine printed garment, right? So some people think it's unfinished या इसका quality अच्छी नहीं है. So it's very hard to balance those two things, and I completely resonate with what you
See,
went through.
even you see in Jaipur when we were living there, so there are two communities of block print also. Like one which you know it is in Sanganer and one
Bagru.
which is in Bagru. Yeah, so Bagru, those people use vegetable dye, and that dye is washable. वो टिकता नहीं है फैब्रिक पे ज्यादा. एंड सांगानेर का डाई इज एक पक्का डाई.
Because they use chemical dyes, right?
हाँ, chemical dye. So people think कि यार why, and Bagru dye is like it's expensive also. The karigar over there is expensive than Sangane.
Yeah.
So then they feel कि यार consumer won't understand. Like you will understand, I will understand, but it is very hard to communicate it to the consumer. Like what is vegetable dye? Why are they charging it?
या ये वॉश के बाद डिग्रेड होनी शुरू हो जाएगी.
Exactly. So why will they pay price कि हम कलर बहने का प्राइस क्यों दें? So it's just like
It's a very different rational thought, and I think it's to do कि हम जो ads देखते हैं, मतलब कि कई लोग shirts को ऐसे advertise करते हैं कि 15 बार wash करो
yeah,
तब भी color नहीं जाएगा.
exactly,
But then if it's made of polyester, of course नहीं जाएगा.
exactly.
But your fabric is supposed to wear off with time, right?
exactly.
वही उसकी beauty है. जितना वो age होगा उतना ही वो grace देगा.
Exactly.
It has to have, अगर natural dye से बना है तो obviously वो color निकलेगा.
Washable होगा ही.
And there's
you
nothing
know?
wrong with it.
Exactly.
But to communicate that to a customer और बोलना कि हम ये महंगा इसलिए बेचते हैं क्योंकि ये natural है और आप खरीदो और इसके कलर निकल
And
जाएंगे.
even with the handwork and machine work, handwork is never precise. Embroidery आपको दिखेगी
अलग आएगा.
हर बार अलग आएगा because वो हाथ से create हुआ है. And when you see a machine work, वो machine है, वो बिल्कुल proper precision के साथ आपको देगा. So that's the beauty of handwork, I guess. But I guess now the market is changing and now people are understanding these things.
I think now more and more people are valuing handwork.
Exactly.
And I think with things like AI coming in, where everything is going to be so tech driven, हाथ के काम की value और बढ़ेगी. More people will start appreciating things that are handmade, and it should be that way also.
Exactly. I guess for us, AI is actually very threatening, you know, because AI, everybody thinks that now we can get all these things on AI. Why should we be relying on, you know, like people, like artists and all? Because now you can create, you know, content creators also on AI.
Yeah.
So, you know, like why should we go to real people, spend money and do all of these things? But I guess that will show the beauty of what, you know, people are creating.
Or what true craftsmanship
What true
is.
craftsmanship is.
I agree.
You know, जैसे पहले machine work was too much into the market. But then at some point of time, people realized कि, you know, the beauty of handwork can never match with the machine work.
Even with prints, I think digital prints जो एक designer बना रहा है versus जो AI बना रहा है will have no distinction.
Exactly.
But when you see something जो hand woven print है, like a ikat, जो warp और weft को मिला के बन रहा है,
Yeah.
उसकी ब्यूटी को आप AI से
Compare
ट्रांसलेट कर ही
नहीं
नहीं
कर
पाओगे.
सकते.
क्योंकि
Exactly.
उसमें वो परफेक्शन नहीं होगी. वो हाथ का है तो उसमें वो फर्क आएगा और वो फर्क ही उसकी खूबसूरती बन जाएगा.
Exactly. So I guess it just it actually it is here to teach people like what you know, like the kind of beauty what we were missing before, and when you see it now, okay, then you will be able to distinguish ki haan, we need this rather than, you know, we have to rely on the machine or the computerized thing.
And even now, I think, like you mentioned, उस वक्त Instagram wasn't a big communication model, मगर आज है. और इसी वजह से लोग समझ सकते हैं कि natural fabrics और natural dyes feel good on your skin, they feel better. उनकी क्या value है? The communication has improved a lot,
Exactly.
and more it'll become better with time. But let's circle back. I want to learn about. So you created the idea of pano. How did the idea of making a headgear come into existence? कि ये actualize ऐसे होगा. I'll wear something this big. What is it made of? How was it designed? I'm very curious कि उसका process
So it was like I said before, it was a 1-year process, you know. तो I never knew in starting कि मुझे एक बड़ा सा headgear चाहिए, वो इतना बड़ा होगा या something like that. I've been experimenting a lot of things. Like my first experiment was like I created a paper mache on a gym ball.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because a gym ball is round, and I
But a
wanted.
gym ball is massive.
It's massive and it's round. So I, you know, created my first prototype with paper mache on a gym ball. And then, you know, I realized it ki I love this shape. So I was confirmed ki, you know, this head will be a perfect round shape. And then we experimented like 10 to 12 prototypes. like what kind of a perfect size will it be, how much weight it will have. Then the major challenge was what kind of hair, how will I put hair in it,
Yeah.
you know. So I experimented with different materials, and final we ended up with wool. And so the hair of Pano is made of wool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a 3-ply wool. And then the hairstyle was a major thing. Since it's a Spanish girl and Spanish name, and she has, like, if you read the story of Pano, she's half Spanish and half Indian.
Okay.
Because her mother was Spanish and father was Indian puppeteer. And her mother was a Spanish tourist. She came into a puppet show where her father was playing puppet, and that's how, you know, they fell in love. And they went back to Spain and they created their own theater. And Pano is the love child of
Wow.
the father's name is Raj and mother's name is Evita. It's all created in my head. So it was like that. So see, why I'm calling her is a extension of myself, because I had that similar hairstyle. Like I used to love braids when I was a kid, and half bun was my like classic hairstyle in college. So I took some elements from myself, put it on her, and I was a very shy kid. You know, I'm a very introvert person. It takes me time to make friends and have to start conversation with people. And I love camera. I used to love shooting with cameras and all of that, but I'm a very camera conscious person.
So Pano is not just a way to
it's a
express yourself,
filter.
but to also protect yourself.
Yeah, it's a filter between me and the reality.
Wow.
And that's how I guess she helps me to actually be in front of the world without being in front of the world.
So how heavy is this filter on your
8
head?
kg. It weighs 8 kgs.
So that's
with the hair.
That's a good shoulder back workout every day.
I do yoga every morning to carry the weight.
What's the longest time जब आपने इसको पहन के shoot किया हो?
So the longest time I wore it like 8 hours.
And you can see clearly through this?
No, since it's a big head. It's a 2 feet long head. So my eye level is it comes where her nostrils are.
Okay.
So I can only see through the nostrils.
Wow.
So I can only walk straight.
And this is prone to accidents. मतलब आप अगर कुछ हो तो आप संभाल सकते हो अपने आप को?
नहीं, मैं नहीं संभाल सकती, because I'll tell you a very interesting story. Like I was shooting with only natural diamonds. And I had in one scene I had to step down from stairs. You won't believe wearing this head and stepping down of a stair. Like
sounds very scary.
It's a very normal thing now, because every now and then I can easily step down. I can easily climb stairs.
Yeah.
But wearing that head, I had to like step down the stairs, and like after 2 steps, I just lost my balance.
हाँ, क्योंकि आप 8 किलो का weight balance कर रहे हो.
And मुझे बस इतना याद है कि मैंने अपने आसपास चिल्लाने की आवाज सुनी. And there was an assistant in the shoot. He just grabbed me. Like, he just grabbed the face. Otherwise, if I would have fallen down, the helmet would have cracked in the head itself. And that would have been like a fatal accident. And the shoot, because everybody flew down from Bombay. There was a whole team. There were like jewelry people, the brands I was shooting with. So everybody was there, and it would have been like a scary day for everyone.
So it is safe to say कि आप आर्ट के लिए अपनी लाइफ को रिस्क पे डालते हो रोज?
हाँ, मैं रिस्क पे डाल के एक्चुअली अपना काम करती हूँ.
इतनी आपकी नीड है to express yourself. That's the beauty of art, right?
Exactly. हम actually कहीं ना कहीं you're putting your if imagine if I would have been doing a 9-to-5 job, then also I would have been putting myself to a risk only, because I would have missed this what I am doing now. And I'm actually very lucky, I believe, कि I'm able to do what I love. Actually putting your passion into your profession is a very different thing. And it's, I guess, not everybody can do it.
Not everyone has that opportunity.
Exactly.
And आपने उस opportunity को उस पे chance लिया and actually made something out of it, which is remarkable.
I totally agree with it. I feel myself like truly blessed that I never heard the voices outside, which was, they were trying to shut me down initially. And I thought कि, एक आपके पास एक inner voice होती है कि ये करना है तो करना है. fail ho, pass ho, hit ho, flop ho, but you have to give it a chance. And that was my chance for for my imaginary character.
No, I'm glad you took it, but I'm sure कि हर कोई इसको नहीं समझ पाता होगा.
Not everybody. I am telling it, my work is not for everyone. I know this because I get this question a lot of time. Did you know why you don't have so much followers, or like you're doing such amazing thing? Because it's not for everyone. I totally agree with this thing. The major problem for an artist nowadays is how you get to be like how you have to be noticed in the market.
Yeah.
है ना, मतलब you कैसे लोग को पता चले कि you
आप
are
अपनी
existing
अपनी
there?
presence कैसे build
Presence
करते हो?
कैसे दिखाओगे? तो I guess in order to be found you have to be findable, and your audience will crawl their way to you. I guess for every work there, for every person, for every work there is an audience.
Absolutely.
है ना? तो I guess in order to be found you have to be findable, and I guess so आपका काम ऐसा होना चाहिए जो अपने लिए खुद stand out करे. And I don't think I guess I have solved that problem because Pano is just unmissable.
I mean, yeah, she stands out in every
she
way.
stands out. You cannot miss her presence because she's big, loud, and otherworldly aura. So that problem is solved in my case. And right now, I'm just experimenting in my journey.
So Pano collaborates a lot with other businesses, other brands.
Yeah.
But does Pano also build on its own storyline? Things that Pano does, for example, different storylines, different themes. What I want to know is, what is the future of this character? How do you wish to or aspire to build it going ahead?
I just take like one day at a time.
Understood.
If you'll ask me like, what will I be doing it in the next 1 year or next 2 years? I actually absolutely have no idea right now because my journey is all about experimenting. I had no idea that I will have a extension of me by the name Pano. Like 5 years back, I had no idea this will be my profession or I'll be doing something like that. When I graduated from college, I imagined myself as a designer. And I thought I'll run a brand. I'll have I'll be an entrepreneur and I settle down. But, things change with time. So I guess, I'm just experimenting right now. I'm seeing what works for me, what does not work for me. And I'm just having fun with my work.
That's absolutely wonderful. Have you introduced Pano to your son?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's mostly present in most of my
So
shoots.
what's his reaction?
He's actually, trying to understand what is she. And the first reaction is like, he just smiles. He has this big smile on his face when he sees that, something big is sitting there. And when I come out from my big head, then he just gives me a very big smile. Like, oh my God, like it's like he's trying to tell me this is my mother just coming out of this big head. So maybe when he get older, then only I can get to know what is his reaction and what my mother does.
I think, but even to introduce her idea as a young kid is very beautiful.
Yeah.
Because most people who are older than us, when they see things like this, they feel कि ये बड़ा bizarre है. क्योंकि उनकी एक सोसाइटी से expectations बन चुकी है. They fit a mold, उनको समझ आता है लोग ऐसे operate करते हैं. And when they see something very out of place, it almost throws them away, right?
Yeah.
They pushes them away. But when as a kid you are exposed to things that are very creative, then you think or look at everything with a very fresh perspective. आपका worldly lens ही change रहता है. And I think that is something beautiful. That is something you can't take away. So I think these early interactions for your kid will define him in a very different way than any other average kid.
Exactly. I totally agree with it because ये मुझे खुद लगता है because this thing where I'm living right now, as Panyo, has actually come way back from my past. Like I told you, the storytelling, the imaginary thing. And Panyo is basically, when I wear my hair, why I tell ki these are two complete different personalities. You're talking with Sanskriti, but when you see me wearing my hair and doing the shoot, I'm complete different personality. Like people who work with me, they tell me, we can feel these two different auras. So it is because, we meet different people, we hear different stories, but how often do we meet ourselves?
Yeah.
It's very rare, and when I wear this head, I actually get to meet myself.
The absolute self of who you are or
Yeah.
what. Matlab, Pano is an absolute extension of your past because that was your early childhood, the first memories that you had.
Exactly.
और आपने उसी को stretch करके you've built this character.
Exactly.
Whereas
I
Sanskriti
guess-
is the everyday functioning person going through life doing things.
Yeah.
But Pano is living in that imaginative world
Yeah.
that I just am.
So because it's a form of my escapism. We all want to escape, our
Yeah.
day-to-day activities of life. And for different people have different form of escapism. Like some people go on vacation, some people, follow their hobbies. So my form of escapism was actually transporting myself from reality to imagination.
And that's commendable because few people can use their escapism to make a living from.
Yeah.
And you have done that, which is incredible.
Thankfully. And I actually, since, we all have seen Disney movies and we all grew up watching these animated movies. And I always wanted to have my own character. Like, and because I told you, like, I had an imaginary friend. So I actually bought that imaginary friend and also my desire to have my own character together. And then I created this form. And with this form, I actually get a chance to present reality in my own art form, basically. There are two ways of depicting a reality. One is, though, you can depict as it is.
Yeah,
And the other way is to depict as you want it to be.
absolutely agree.
So I chose to depict my reality in the way I want it to be.
You talked about Disney characters. जितने भी Disney characters हम देखते हैं, they're always built in with other characters around them. If there's a Mickey Mouse, there'll be a Minnie Mouse. There'll be like different people. Would you ever wish to have other characters that are also an extension of you, but they actualize much differently?
I would definitely have a whole family of Pano with different names, obviously.
Yeah.
So I guess, I see myself, when I picture myself, in my 50s, or if I'll be alive till the end of my 50s or 60s, I'll have all these characters sitting in my house. That's how I imagine.
And they're all like segments of who you are.
Yeah.
It's like Horcruxes.
Exactly. Exactly. So, it's actually a very fascinating thing which I'm living right now. And I think I always wanted to have this life. And no matter what challenges I face in the shoots and all of these things, but I won't trade it for anything.
Well, that's beautiful. And it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. We're here today at Noe Delhi. Thank you very much for making it
Thank you,
time.
Shivang. Actually, thank you for having me. I've never been to a live podcast before, but thank you so much for having me.
No,
And
this has been so much fun for me. I get to learn a lot from creatives like you. And I think the way you have built an outlet to express yourself is nothing short of commendable. I think more people should derive inspiration from it, should be encouraged to do it.
I am so grateful.
I
for
really
feeling-
hope that more people who watch this can learn from it and
Thank
do
you.
amazing things
Thank
like you do.
so much. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you very
you
much.
for bringing me in front of the camera.
Thank you.
Thank you.